Fandom, how's it going? Today we're taking a look at the hit manga series Hunter x Hunter, otherwise known as Hunter x Hunter. So, let's get into it. First off, I should clarify one thing. This past week I ran into a technical snafu, which is why this video isn't going up on Monday like it's supposed to. But unfortunately, the entire street I lived on lost power. Because of that, this video didn't go up on time, but here's the review. Hunter x Hunter centers around the character of Gon, and Gon in this series has high aspirations. He wants to become what is known as a hunter. Now, a hunter in this universe is highly revered. They are allowed to pretty much go wherever they want, they're allowed to hunt whatever they want, and they're pretty much treasure hunters as well. However, becoming a hunter has its catch. There's only 1 in 100,000 of individuals that actually become one, and those that do don't necessarily live for very long. So it's a very sought after job in this universe, and they have to go through this grueling exam in order to become one. At the start of the story, Gon had just found out that his father is alive after pretty much thinking the guy was dead his whole life. Now, once Gon finds out that he's alive, he decides to become a hunter. You see, because Gon's father is actually one of the greatest hunters of all time. So, Gon decides to follow in his old man's footsteps. I have to say, I really enjoyed this first volume. It fleshes out the universe really well. The characters are very, very interesting, and you instantly fall in love with the little guy. You really root for him, and you hope that, yeah, he does go through with this exam, and he's able to come through the other side and become one of the very few and select hunters in this world. I really dug this first volume. The story and art are done by Yoshihiro Togashi, and I've gotta say, the guy's got a real knack for writing really interesting characters and setting up really great universes, which if you've ever followed any of his work, you know he's already done that before, most notably in the series Yu Yu Hakusho. What I also found really interesting about this are the side characters. You see, at the beginning of this story, Gon runs into the pretty much money-hungry Leorio, and as the series goes on, you start discovering, no, he's got his own intentions, and it's not necessarily just about the money either. I also really love the fact that Yoshihiro really wastes no time to getting to this story. I've read a few mangas lately where the story at the beginning kind of tends to drag on, and you're just like, let's get this going. I get that you're trying to build characters, but at the same time, you can progress the story while building characters, and Yoshihiro really has a good grasp on that. He's got a real great grasp on pace. He's able to slow the story down for you to get the emotional moments, but at the same time, he's able to keep it moving where it never drags. For example, in this volume alone, Gon finds out that his father was one of the best hunters. He leaves, he gets on a boat, he arrives at the exam, and he takes the first portion of his exam. That alone in most mangas would probably run you about 4 or 5 volumes. It's all in this one volume though, and I'm really, really thankful for that. One critique that I have of this series, and it seems to be a critique that is held by a lot of manga readers out there, it's that the art sometimes in here is downright ugly, and it seems to be a little bit lazy. Now, there are a few panels in here where you could tell, wow, that was really rushed, and there are definitely a few panels in here where you could tell, holy crap, how did that even get published in the first place? Mind you, that's not to say that it's all bad. There are genuinely some beautiful moments in this manga, and there are genuinely some beautiful panels in it as well. It's just the negative moments tend to stand out so much when you've got beautiful panel, beautiful panel, beautiful panel. Oh my god, what the hell is that? That looks like a stick figure that you just pulled out of your ass. With that said, I have heard that the subsequent volumes after this one, the art does get better, and Yoshihiro was actually forced by the publisher to go back and correct some of the art and to fix up some of the panels because they were that terrible. So if you stick around with it, it does get better. Overall, this one's really got me. I can't wait to keep reading more volumes of this series. I want to see if Gon is able to be successful in becoming a hunter, and I want to see more adventures of him. It's a really fun ride all the way through with great characters, a great universe, and if you're looking for manga and if you're looking for a great place to start with a certain manga, why not pick this up? It's awesome. It's really fun, with the only caveat being that the art at times is a bit fugly, like I've already mentioned, but if you look past that, this one is a definite purchase. There you have it. That is my review for the first volume of Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, depending on how you want to go about calling it the series. I really dug this. It is really fun, like really fun. Gong is a character that you instantly can relate to. He's fun, he's peppy, he's really lively, he's cheerful, and he's very optimistic despite being in these crazy situations that they throw him in. Now, I have heard that the series gets darker the farther you get along in it, but overall, I really dug the tone of this thing, and I'm glad a lot of you recommended it. This was one that a lot of you in the comment section were saying, no, you have to read Hunter x Hunter. You have to read it. It's a really fun series, and I have to say that I'm absolutely hooked. But like I said, I'm really disappointed in some of those moments with the art. I'm like, oh, come on, man. It doesn't even seem like you were trying, or maybe you were just trying to rush the book out and meet a deadline or something. But aside from that, it was a blast. So with that said, if this is your first time checking out my channel, I do weekly reviews of manga, hardcovers, trade paperbacks, special editions, omnibuses, absolutes, all that good stuff. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. It's going to be in the description below. You can donate to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We just hit our second stretch goal, guys. That is awesome. We just hit it. I am so happy to hear that. Thank you so much to everybody that has already donated. I'm working on a third stretch goal right now. I love you guys.